We're talking about the Jets like we're talking about the Saints. You know, all this hollering we the Miami Heat of football. Yeah. The bottom line is you got to go through the chin straps. It's embarrassing. Yeah. Don't you disrespect the game like that. There's so much crying from that. He's a man. He can be a hit just like us. He's a man. You already make the big money. He's a man. How when you step on the field, man? That's who I did. When I step on the field, I send one message. This is what it feels like. Oh, my bad. You had to work in my world. What time is it? Game time. What time is it? Game time. What time is it? Game time. What time is it? Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. We ready? Let's go to the house. Let's go to the house. It's a wrap. Game over.
I know this game is not over. It's just getting started right here on the lunch break on the legendary KYOK and the all-new 92.3 FM. We are streaming live, kyokradio.org, and it is a holiday edition of Throwback Thursday. I told y'all I was going to be in the building, and I am, and I hope everyone is having a blessed holiday. It is Football Thursday. And right now, the Detroit Lions are up on the Chicago Bears 7-0 with a little bit over 3 minutes and 40 seconds left to play in the first. So it is underway. I know a lot of you all are gathering and getting ready for the stuff. If you have not eaten already, you're about to get it in. And again, I'm just going to be over here in the background, hanging out with you for the next 2 hours or so, and we will be getting it in. Again, I know a lot of folks, why are you even doing the show today? Because, you know, there's some folks that just need a break. Some folks need this little escape from everything going on, and I want to be sure to give it to them. I got my plans for a little bit later on and looking forward to it. Detroit just punted the ball to the Bears. Right about there, the Bears' 24-yard line. The Bears are without Justin Fields. They are going with Andy Dalton at quarterback. So there are a lot of folks that feel like Detroit's going to get their first win. They're up 7-0, and you know it's pretty hard to lose all 16 of them, let alone 17 of them, and that's how many games they will play this year. So I feel like they're going to beat somebody. If I'm Andy Dalton, I'm not trying to let it be me. If I'm Andy Dalton, I am not trying to let it be me. And for those who say, yeah, that's why they play the games. That's why they play the games, because the Houston Rockets ended their 15-game losing streak with a win last night over the Chicago Bulls, a team that is much better than them. No shade at the Rockets, but you know, let's just be real. The Bulls are a much better team, and they got the win. The Rockets got the win. So anything can happen on any given day. Again, that's why they play the game. So we'll be getting into all of that today. If there's anybody that wants to call in, get in, be in, you can do that, 281-453-1000. That's 281-453-1000. Again, I am in studio. You can text me at 832-403-5005. That's 832-403-5005. And, you know, again, we'll take all of your calls and all of that today. Let's see. I am trying to think. Man. Cowboys got news today. The Cowboys got news today that they were going to be without CeeDee Lamb. So concussion protocol for CeeDee Lamb. Now the Cowboys are without Amari Cooper because of COVID and CeeDee Lamb because of concussion. Dak, Ezekiel, and everybody else going to have to step up. Dak, Ezekiel, and everybody else is going to have to step up for the Dallas Cowboys. Again, I've had them in my top 10, in some cases top 5 of the power rankings all season long so far. Guess what? Got to step up and play now. Got to step up and prove it. And as I've said to other folks, injuries don't count. They are all part of the game. You don't get an exception because of injuries. You got, excuse me, allergies. You got to go out there and win with who you have. Got to go out there and win with who you have. So we'll see. Happy holidays. I got a lot of people wishing me a happy Thanksgiving and all of that. And then I got to be honest with you, man. I got to be honest with you. I want to send some love out to our Native American brothers and sisters out there whose ancestors, literally paid with their lives, and we celebrate this day. I got to reach out to them. It's time to stop ignoring our Native American brothers and sisters and act like, it was just all hunky-dory for them. I'm not being woke. I'm not trying to be, all this other stuff. I'm just giving credit where credit is due. So, again, happy holiday to everybody out there. I pray that this is a day where you're thankful for something, whether it be your life, whether it be your health, whether it be your strength, whether it be your family, whether it be whatever it is, your children, whatever. But also I want to have a lot of heart and love for our Native American brothers and sisters who, truly, literally paved the way for, everything that we see now. Without them, without what happened to them, I'm just saying, it is what it is. And when I see how people are rewriting modern history so that, we can't get back to distant history, I don't know. I gotta give love where love is due. All right, let me get ready to take a break. And if you want to, again, I see you, CJ. See you, CJ. CJ said she's thankful for all of that. Good for you. Same here. I got little ones that are calling. I wonder if I should put my little ones on the air. Nah, I'm not gonna do that. I ain't gonna get that to y'all. Give that to y'all. But anyway, I'm getting ready to take a break. I'll be right back with more right after this on the lunch break on the legendary KYOK and the all-new 92.3 FM. It's a holiday edition of Throwback Thursday on the lunch break.
$2,000 or more in credit card debt, then listen up. We can reduce or eliminate your interest rates, cut your monthly payment up to 50%, and stop all late fees. Our company has been helping good people just like you get out of debt for over 30 years. Don't get stressed out. If you have $2,000 or more in credit card debt and medical bills, we can show you a way to reduce all of your bills to one lower monthly payment that you can afford. So again, if you have $2,000 or more in credit card debt and medical bills you can't afford, make this free call today and learn how you can finally get out of debt. Call now for your free consultation. 800-638-7112. 800-638-7112. 800-638-7112. That's 800-638-7112. Sponsored by Credit Card.
The legendary KYOK 1140 AM and 92.3 FM. The legend continues.
Hello, this is Claude coming Raines Jr., Vice President of Communication Workers of America District 6. Trey and I are inviting you to listen in to our new political talk show, Power to the People Political Hour.
Hello, this is Trey Daniels from the Daniels Group. Yes, Claude, the show will be hard-hitting and informative, talking about national and local political issues of the day, week, and month. Interviews will be with pastors, community leaders, elected officials, and political operatives. You know, Claude, a part of our responsibility is informing the citizenry and give them power to the people.
That's right, Trey. We're asking that you listen in on 1140 AM, 92.3, or streaming on KYOKradio.org, Thursdays at 10 a.m. Give the people what they want.
I am Jacqueline Carr, and here is your winning strategy. No one wants to be in bondage with finances. So even if you have plenty of money or not as much as others, you will need to know how to manage it. It is God's will that we be prosperous. He came that we could have life and have it more abundantly. We are supposed to be able to enjoy the good of the earth, go on vacations, and be able to live and not have to struggle. Some people may not be as fortunate, but they're wise in handling it and can do the things that they love to do. On the other hand, some people make more but don't know how to budget their resources to be able to enjoy life. Understanding your finances and areas of growth is very important if you wish to see yourself winning in this area.
You're having your lunch on the lunch break with KYOK.
All right, y'all, back here on the lunch break on the legendary KYOK and the all-new 92.3 FM, streaming live on KYOKradio.org. It is the lunch break, and it is our holiday edition. Hope everybody is doing well out there. Hope everybody is safe. Weather kind of sketchy out there here in the greater Houston area, and I want you to be careful if you're traveling to another destination to celebrate your holiday. So just be careful. Traffic is not too bad out there, so you should be fine, but just want everybody to be careful and be mindful. I hope everybody is enjoying your time with family. All right. Let's see. Nice to hear you play Jacqueline Carr yesterday. I got her. I'm gonna keep her going in rotation. A lot of folks have talked about that winning strategy and how much they like it. So I will definitely be keeping that going. All right. So let's see. Want to talk about the NBA last night. And how about those Rockets? They found a way to get it done, but they didn't have any of those lapses. End of the first quarter, they were only down by 2. End of the second quarter, or heading into the half, the half was 64-55. So they were down by 9, but they weren't out of it. And then they went off in the third. They outscored the Bulls 35-18 in the third and held on for a 118-113 win over the Chicago Bulls. And that's a quality win. That is a quality win for the Houston Rockets. So, again, I want to give where credit is due. They ended a long 15-game losing streak. 16-10 for Christian Woods, 14, 6, and 9 assists. Kevin Porter Jr., Jalen Green had 11, Eric Gordon had 10, but it was Danuel House off the bench with 18. Danuel House was 4 for 4 from 3. And he hadn't played that well in a while. Danuel House has not played that well in a while, and he got it in last night, and they got the win, showing you that they've got the ability to play with anyone. but they just got to get mature enough and be fundamentally sound enough and hit their shots while playing defense. Got to play defense. Got to hit your shots. Got to play defense. And that's what they did last night. That is what they did last night. So, I got to give credit. Got to give credit to the Rockets. Got to give credit to the Rockets for what they were able to do right there on the lunch on last night. They'll be in action. Excuse me. They'll be in action again when they play. This ain't working for me. I'm using the wrong device because I got the game on my other device, but I'll come back to the game. But anyway, Rockets will try to make it 2 in a row. Rockets will try to make it 2 in a row when they get in action again, and we'll see if they can keep that going. All right, I'm trying to find my stuff, and my devices all over the place. I just told my program director I had to set up my stuff. All right, here we go. Now I got it. Okay. The Rockets will be in action again when they host the Charlotte Hornets, and that'll be Saturday at 7. I think I might try to go to that game. I think I might try to go to that one. Send my request in for some credentials for that one so I can see Mr. Ball in action. I can see Mr. Ball in action myself and see him against the young Lions for the Rockets. And then the Rockets after that will host Oklahoma City. So a couple of good tests coming up. The Bulls was definitely a quality win. If they can beat the Hornets, that'll be a quality win. And then if they can make it 4 in a row, 3 in a row, that would be good. That'd be great stuff. That'd be a nice little breather from that 15-game losing streak. Be a nice breather from that 15-game losing streak. So again, got to give credit to the Rockets for that win last night. The Pelicans went off last night. They went off and blew out a Washington team that was playing quite well. Beat them 127-102, and that was a game where they jumped out early and never looked back. 36-27 after the first, 72-50 at the half, and then, like I said, they never looked back. They never looked back, and again, did it without Zion Williamson. Did that without Zion Williamson, just to show you that on any given night or any given day, a team can beat anybody. Some of our fan bases with, they'll never lose. Oh, they don't have a chance to lose. That's why they play them. That's why they keep score. So big win for New Orleans last night, along with the Houston Rockets. Milwaukee got a win over Detroit last night. The Hawks over the Spurs. Don't look now, but the Spurs have a losing streak going on. They have now lost 6 games in a row. After losing to Atlanta in San Antonio last night. So, Coach Pop ain't going to like that and going to want to get that turned around. But you know what? If anybody can do it, he can. All right, let me take another break. I'll come back, and I got to talk about LeBron, the Lakers, and the Pacers when we come back on the lunch break on the legendary KYOK.
KYOK 1140 AM. The legendary KYOK 92.3 FM. Radio stations in one.
Okay, we are running a car drive right now to help veterans all across America. So if you have an old car, truck, or van, even a motorcycle or an RV sitting around, you can right now give it away and help the vets. They really need your help. And your car will help support the vets and their families. And guess what? You even get a tax donation. Plus, we'll even come and pick up your car for free. And all you've got to do is pick up your phone right now and make a free call. Now is the perfect time time to do something good for the vets. Give back to the vets right now for all they've done for this country, and your old car can really help them. So call the Veterans Car Donation Program right now for free pickup of your vehicle. Help the vets and help your taxes at the same time. Call right now.
800-253-1892. 800-253-1892. 800-253-1892. That's 800-253-1892.
Tune in to Table Talk with your boy, TD Blackshear, every Tuesday from 10 to 11 a.m. on the legendary KYOK 1140 AM and 92.3 FM. See you there. Hi, I'm Larry Scott, host of the Not So Christian and Me Show. Join me Saturdays for great fun, interviews, music, and the latest news surrounding our world today. We are the show that cares to hear your voice and opinion with real conversation in a no judgment zone. So join me Saturdays from 1 to 2 p.m. on the Not So Christian and Me Show, right here on the legendary KYOK Radio, 1140 a.m. and the all-new 92.3 FM and KYOKradio.org.
It's the lunch break on KYOK.
All right, y'all, back here on the lunch break, holiday edition of Throwback Thursday. Hope everybody's enjoying their time with family, friends, or if you're by yourself. You know, sometimes folks try to make that seem like it's some kind of illness. It's not. It's not. So, again, hope y'all are doing out there. If you are not, holla at your guy. Holla at your guy, because I got you. I got you right here on the lunch break on the legendary KYOK. All right, so trying to get an update right now. The get that off there. The Bears are back in that thing. They got a field goal. They got a field goal, so they trail the Lions 7-3. They're in the second quarter, about 13 minutes, 24 seconds left in the second quarter. Bears minus Justin Fields. Andy Dalton, is you ain't. Is you is or is you ain't. You got to put up time, bro. Or shut up time. Nah, that ain't true. Andy's a backup. He knows it. He wants to be a starter, but he's a backup. So, you know, he knows what he got to do. He got to hold that line. He's got to make sure they don't lose to – he got to make sure that they don't lose to Detroit, who is winless right now. Detroit got one tie against Mason Rudolph. Look, he didn't tie the Pittsburgh Steelers. He tied Mason Rudolph. I mean, somebody say, AJ, stop that. Somebody say, AJ, that ain't cute. That ain't cute. All right. Let me talk about this LeBron James thing real quick. Can we talk about that? Because some of y'all are funny. Some of y'all are hilarious. So LeBron James and the Lakers were playing in Indianapolis last night. And apparently there was a couple of fans. There were a couple of fans sitting courtside, and LeBron James went to the referees and pointed them out. LeBron went to the refs and pointed these fans out and had them removed from the arena. And on the way out, the lady, the woman, did the sad crying face. Young couple. I don't know if there were a couple, but young male and woman. And then let the internet be the internet. Let the internet be the internet. So now everybody's calling LeBron the rat, LeBron the this, LeBron the that. I'm going to just say, there are people that if LeBron James gave everyone in the world $1 million each, they would still have something negative to say about it. If LeBron James he doesn't have it, but if he had enough money to give everyone in the world $1 million, they'd still be they'd still find something negative to say about LeBron James. I say that to say people have zero idea, unless something has come out since I got on the air. People have zero idea of what this couple, this young man, this young lady, said to LeBron. And before you start with the whole, oh, he's got to be thicker skin. Oh, that's what goes with the territory. He's getting paid millions of dollars. You got to suck it up. Doesn't work that way. I know some of you think it works that way in your life and in your world. But like Ray Lewis said, oh, my bad. Your bad doesn't work in my world. LeBron James, whatever they said, it crossed the line. And when LeBron James explained to the officials and to the authorities what they said and or did, they had to go. Regardless of what the internet and the faithful few think about LeBron James. Just because you have courtside seats or just because you have any seats in the arena, it does not give you the right to say anything you want to say or do anything you want to do to the athletes. It does not. And let's keep it buck. It doesn't give you the right to say or do anything you want to do to the other fans in the stands. All that fighting going on in those stands. And oh yeah, how's the lady doing in Pittsburgh that caused the commotion, got her guy put to sleep, and if I'm not mistaken, didn't she get fined and arrested for, or at least cited for instigating the incident? Oh, AJ, he hit her. Did he? I saw him push her. I didn't see him hit her. I saw him push her out of his face. Yeah. You cannot start a situation and become the victim of the same situation you start. I don't know what they said. I don't know what they did. Whatever it was, it crossed a line. The officials heard what LeBron said, looked at the couple, told them, you got to go. They didn't get arrested. They didn't get cited. Their speech was still free. But it got them kicked out of that arena. And upon further review and investigation, depending upon what it was that they said or did, they might not get to come back. They're still free to say whatever they want to say. I'm sure they'll be making the tours on several shows and with several organizations. But at the end of the day, the reality is you cannot just say and do what you want to say and do without consequences. I don't care if it was LeBron or Enes Kanter, who I'm getting sick and tired of. Enes Kanter is really starting to make a whole lot of comments about LeBron, what LeBron should do, what he shouldn't do, what he should be speaking up for and not speaking up for. Bruh, use your own mouth. Use your own platform. You in the NBA too. But everything is LeBron. I'm not saying that in a negative way. I'm saying that to the negative people that always want to make it seem like LeBron has done something wrong. He's a baby. Let me sit at your job as close to you as I can and say something inappropriate to you nonstop for 60 minutes. Eating popcorn and drinking alcoholic beverages. You'll get tired of it too. You'll be like, yo, boss, can you do something about this guy right here? But some kind of way, athletes are supposed to be tolerant of ignorant behavior. I just don't understand it. Again, hate LeBron all you want. This one isn't about LeBron. Apparently, this was about the behavior. We've seen too many incidents where athletes have been inappropriately berated by people and they had to be ejected or dismissed from the facility. You just had a wrestler that got attacked by a fan. A fan literally ran out on a wrestling platform and attacked a wrestler. And I'll be doggone somewhere you had people defending that. Oh, he's a wrestler. He should have been able to handle it. He should have just DDT'd him. He should have just power drove him and been done with it. Stop it. You know y'all just running those mouths. Y'all just looking for clicks and likes. Hush. You let somebody DDT and power drive. Well, I wouldn't run out there, but you're defending someone who did. So I call that guilt by association. Who was it? Monica Seles had an ignorant fan run down there and stab her in her back. I'm telling you, man, the way y'all cutting up out here these days, I don't trust nobody. I don't trust nobody. If I'm the third string punter, I'm telling on anybody saying anything inappropriate. And you just have to talk bad about me on the internet. If that's your claim to fame, that you burned me on the internet because I'm a big baby and I'm La Tattletale and I'm La Snitch and I'm La Snake and La Rat. Okay, fine. But you're outside the arena watching me, so live with that. Come on, y'all. Zero facts, but got all the smoke. I don't condone it. I don't justify it at all. But I remember the look on that fan's face when he had a NBA player all the way up into about the 20th row of the stands because he threw something down there on that court. It got real on him real fast. Life came at him quick. Life came at him quick. And if the players and the athletes could respond to us in the same manner and energy that some of us respond to them, it'd be a whole different deal. It'd be a whole different deal. I'm glad the wrestler didn't power drive him. I'm glad he didn't DDT him. I'm glad he didn't. Because now he doesn't have to face any lawsuits. He doesn't have to face any unnecessary inconvenience to his life or his day because someone else was ignorant. In fact, he's the one who can sue. I get why players don't sue fans. It's not good for business. The organizations can't keep stands and stadiums full if they're allowing their players to sue the fan base. But let me tell you something, boy. If that ever changes, just leave it alone. You just act like you got some sense when you go to the game. How about that? Act like you got some sense when you watch. Talk crazy to your friends, your family. You don't get to talk crazy to grown people. Again, their freedom of speech wasn't taken from them. Their seats were. They still have their freedom of speech. They just didn't have their seats. Fair trade. Anyway, the Lakers got to 500 last night. LeBron and had a big night. LeBron had a big night in that particular game without Anthony Davis. LeBron, 39 points, 5 rebounds, and 6 assists, 13 from 29 from the field, 5 for 12 from 3. Got some help from, imagine that, Russell Westbrook. Now, Russ didn't shoot well, 5 for 15, 1 for 3, but 20 points, 7 rebounds, 5 assists. And then they got 17 from Monk off the bench, and more importantly, they got the win. So there you go. All right, let me look at the update of this game with the Bears and the Lions. Detroit still holding a lead with about 5:36 left in the half. They're up 7-3. Let me check out the Andy Dalton. Andy Dalton is not playing poorly. Andy Dalton, 9 for 14, 106 yards, no touchdowns, no interceptions. Not getting a lot of help from the running game, though. Montgomery, 5 carries, 12 yards. Grant, 1 for nothing. Herbert, 1 for nothing. They've only ran the ball 7 times for 12 yards. That ain't going to get it done. That is not going to get it done. Dalton, like Justin Fields, has got to have some help. Jared Goff is telling me to be quiet today. Jared Goff is 10 for 10, 86 yards, 1 touchdown and no pick. 1 touchdown and no picks. He, too, has no help on the running game, though. Swift, nothing. Williams, 17 yards, 7 carries. 10 carries, 17 yards. It's going to be a defensive struggle for the rest of the day in that one. Defensive struggle for the rest of the game in that one, unless somebody gets hyped. Bears are 3-7. Lions 0-9-1. 0-9-1. So the worst they could be is 0-16-1. And of course, you know, they can win the next 8. They can win the next 8 and be kind of special. 8-9-1, first year, new head coach Dan Campbell. That would be kind of special. I know a lot of folks had higher hopes for the Lions than what they're seeing right now. Charlotte Shard, Taylor Made, what's going on? Thanks for tuning in. Hope you're enjoying your holiday. Got a couple of folks that are with me today. J-Dub. Hey, J-Dub, how you doing? Happy holiday to you and your family as well. Hope everything is well. AJ, I agree with you on the comments about LeBron. Thank you, J-Dub. I appreciate you. Please give the family my love. LG, what's going on? LG wishing me a happy holiday. I'm wishing you a happy holiday as well. And then sent me her phone number for a Cash App. Okay. Is it your birthday? Did I miss your birthday? What's up, Diggs? Is that BTW? What's up? Appreciate everybody that got their picks in for the Lunch Break Weekly, Keeping Up with the Joneses Pick'em Challenge. Several of you got your picks in for that by 10 o'clock today because the game started at 11 Central. So somebody is going to win $50 cash. Somebody is going to win $50 cash. Uh-oh, Bears just made a big play. Big pass by Andy Dalton. Got the Bears in some good, nice pass to Mooney. Over the shoulder catch, 2 defenders on him. Darnell Mooney getting it in, 3 catches, 80-something yards. Bears got the ball on the Lions' 17-yard line. See what they do with it. All right, Dalton back to pass. Touchdown, baby. Touchdown. And just like that, the Bears take the lead 9-7, pending the extra point. Andy Dalton say, man, hey, talk bad about me again, AJ. Talk bad about me again, and you'll see what I see. Andy Dalton, Katy High School's own. Nice little drop back pass to the tight end. He's wide open. I mean, come on. Detroit, Dan Campbell, what kind of defense is that? Now, you ain't going to win many games playing defense like that, Detroit. Not going to win many playing defense like that. All right, the extra point is good right now with 4:29 left in the half. The Chicago Bears have taken the lead 10-7 over the winless Detroit Lions. All right, let me take a break. I'll be right back with more. It's the holiday edition of the Lunch Break on the legendary KYOK. We got some Twitchers in the house. We'll be right back.
You don't sit behind a desk every day to earn a living. You're out and about making it happen. And sometimes you get a little bit behind on your paperwork, like bookkeeping and paying your taxes. It's easy to get behind on paying your taxes. It happens to the best of us. And you know what happens next. The big bad IRS comes knocking on your door. And when that happens, you need to call the good old boys at the Tax Doctor. Let them do what they do best. Deal and negotiate with the IRS so you pay the lowest you can in back taxes that the law allows. We are a 100% U.S.-based company, and we've saved our clients millions over the years in back taxes. If you owe $10,000 or more in back taxes, call my friends right now at the Tax Doctor and learn more. 800-603-9359. 800-603-9359. 800-603-9359. That's 800-603-9359.
Hey, what's up, everybody? It's AJ Jones with the lunch break on the legendary KYOK AM 1140 at 92.3 FM. It's that time of year when we are reminded of all the things we should be thankful for and that it's more blessed to give than to receive. So with that in mind, on Wednesdays from now through Christmas, we'll give you a chance to win a gift certificate from Butterball. That's right, you can win a gift certificate for a Butterball turkey on Wednesdays on the lunch break between 12 and 2. Just be the right caller, and your Butterball turkey will be on us at the legendary KYOK AM 1140 at 92.3.
Well, I hope you are enjoying your weekend. Hey, everybody, it's Erica Campbell.
And I'm Griff from Get Up Mornings.
We want to thank you so much for rocking with us every weekday morning.
And after you enjoy your weekend, make sure you start your work week with us.
When you start your day with us, we'll help you get moving and motivated to have the best day ever. Go ahead and say it, Griff.
Best day ever!
So wake up with us. We'll be faith walking,
Love talking,
and joy living on Get Up Mornings.
You're listening to 1140 AM and 92.3 FM, the legendary KYOK.
Do you have high blood pressure or diabetes? Are you over the age of 65 and covered by Medicare? Then pay close attention to this message. Medicare has introduced some new benefits to help consumers during these cautious COVID-19 times. They realize many of you don't want to leave your home to visit a doctor. So now you can get a remote patient monitoring device shipped to your home at little or no cost to you. Now your doctor can identify your problems in real time, which could potentially save your life. Victory Medical can easily ship this monitoring device directly to your home at little or no cost to you. If you have high blood pressure or diabetes and you're covered by Medicare, make this free call right now to see if you qualify for a new remote patient monitoring device. Call now.
800-213-9527. 800-213-9527. 800-213-9527. That's 800-213-9527.
Lunch break on the legendary KYOK.
All right, y'all, we're back on the lunch break on the legendary KYOK and the all-new 92.3 FM, streaming live on kyokradio.org. I got the game going on. Detroit making a little bit of a move now that they got the kickoff, trying to get some points on the board before the half. They trail Chicago 10-7 after a nice long pass from Andy Dalton to Darnell Mooney, and then a touchdown pass from Andy Dalton to his tight end, and they are now up 10-7 on the Detroit Lions with 3:50 left to go in the half. Somebody said, AJ, why are you reading it? We can watch it. There's some people that are not watching, so I'm trying to give them updates as well. Detroit trying to run the ball now. Nice little run. And Jared Goff is having a big day. He's 11 for 11, 94 yards, a touchdown, no interceptions. So I got two quarterbacks in this game that I have been hard on. Man, I've been like two slabs on both of them because they have not been playing well, but they got it going on right now. Jared Goff having a big day so far, first half. Hadn't missed on a pass. Right now, they've got the ball at their own 42, 43-yard line. Nice hard run by the running back right there. So we'll see. We'll see how this one comes out. The game later on today, the Cowboys against the Raiders. Cowboy fans, I know y'all still them boys, but you're going to have to be them boys without CeeDee Lamb, without Amari Stoudemire, and we'll see if Dak Prescott, Ezekiel Elliott, and the squad, them boys, can get it done against a Raiders team. that desperately needs a win. Raiders desperately need a win. All right, 2nd and 5. And, of course, we got a sack. Flag down on the play, though. Jared Goff just got sacked. Flag down on the play. We'll see what's happening there. We'll see what's happening there. Bears with a potential sack of Jared Goff holding against the Lions. So that sack will count. That sack will count. So now 3rd and long for Detroit. Yeah, he not only hugged him, but he wished him a happy holidays. Took him down to the ground, said, "Let me hold you. Come here, let me hold you." In fact, it was holding by 3 or 4 linemen on that play. CJ said, "It's good that you are doing this live commentating. Keep it up." Oh, thanks, CJ. CJ, I think if I sang something crazy, you'd like that too. You're so sweet. All right, 3rd and 14, and looks like we got a timeout or what? Bears head coach doesn't like something. He's coaching for his life too. He's coaching for his career too. Matt Nagy. Oh, I see what they're saying. They're saying the ball came out and there was a clear recovery. There was a clear recovery of a fumble by Jared Goff. This could be Chicago's ball. This could be the Bears' ball in Detroit territory. CJ, yes, you would. Yes, you would. I'd like it if you sang, CJ. I would listen to you. I'd be like, girl, you better go on and sing unto the Lord a new song. Make a joyful noise unto the Lord, all ye people. I'm telling you, boy, if I could sing, y'all would not be able to tell me nothing. Y'all wouldn't be able to tell me if I could sing, because I'm real good looking and I'm fine and I'm buffed up, cut up. If I could sing too, child, please. All right, so again, they're reviewing the play. Before Jared Goff went down. The ball came out and was clearly recovered by number 99 of the Bears. It was a clear recovery. No knee is down. The behind is not down. That's a fumble. Now, the question will be whether the whistle had blown because he was already in the grasp of the defender. But this looks like a clear fumble. If the whistle had not already blown to stop play, this is going to be Bears ball. We'll see. We're going to stay right here because this is riveting. This will be a game changer right here. Because now you got Matt Nagy challenged it. Good challenge, Matt Nagy. Jared Goff putting his hat on, sitting on the bench, drinking that G drink. He knows he lost it. Jared Goff is looking like this is going to be Chicago basketball. He's looking like this is going to be Chicago football. Here we go. Here's the call. I got my volume down, so I got to read lips. Bears ball. Bears ball. First down, Bears ball. I told you. Man, big play. Huge play. And I could tell by Jared Goff's body language, he knew he lost that one before he went down. So, yeah, this is happening, folks. This is happening. All right, so 1st and 10 for the Chicago Bears, 2:23 left in the half. And they're trying to drive down and get some more points on the board on a Detroit Lions team that, man, everybody been saying, oh, yeah, they've been playing everybody tough. Not everybody. They're 0-9-1. That T, it's wins, losses, And the T is not for tough. The T is for tie. They only got one of those. They played Mason Rudolph tough. All right, so anyway, here we go. They got the ball on the 39-yard line of Detroit with 2:23 left. We'll see if Andy Dalton can get some more points on the board before the half. And again, a wide open receiver. I don't know what kind of defense Detroit is playing, but this ain't cute. If I'm a Lions fan, I'm like, what the turkey? What the turkey? Man, they just got guys just wide open. And even Andy Dalton can hit a wide open guy every now and then. All right, while they're driving, let me talk back about the Cowboys. Cowboys going to have to get it done without CeeDee Lamb, without Amari Cooper. And this is where the defense is going to have to step up. This is where Dak, Ezekiel, and the other next man up guys are going to have to step up. And, you know, again, the Raiders are kind of on a down note. The Cowboys, if they want to be that team, have to keep them down. Don't let them get their pride back and their swag back on you after today by winning this game today. If you want to beat them boys, you need to beat them boys today on that scoreboard and on that field. I want to see what Kellen Moore calls today. I want to see how he calls this game today. If Kellen Moore doesn't focus on the run and really try and establish the run today, then you know something. He's just like all these other offensive coordinators out here that try to make it harder than it needs to be. You know, it's the NFL. You don't have to get style point wins like in college. If Kellen Moore comes in having Dak throw the ball all over the field and they're not trying to play from behind and get back in it, then you know something. You know, Kellen Moore will then be, in my mind, one of those offensive coordinators that they just gonna do their own thing. It don't matter. They just wanna look smart and look flashy and look like they, you know, got some elaborate scheme that's all predicated on throwing the ball. And the reality is you ought to have the ability with Pollard, with Elliott, and whomever else you put in that backfield to establish the run. That offensive line should be able to impose its will on the Raiders' offensive line and let your defense do the work. I got to be honest, man. Can I just stop the music? I don't have any music on. I was wrong about Micah Parsons. Putting him on the edge with his speed, his agility, his athleticism, and his want to, bigger offensive linemen don't even stand a chance. Don't even stand a chance. And if I'm Dan Quinn, that's what I'm doing. I'm moving him all around. I'm putting him at some middle linebacker. I'm putting him at some Mike linebacker, and I'm putting him on that edge and just letting him wreak havoc on a quarterback who is just not quite sure of himself right now. Derek Carr is not quite sure if he's coming or going. Keep him wondering. Keep him guessing. Let them figure it out. All right. Incomplete pass. 2nd and 10 for the Chicago Bears. 1:55 left. 1:55 left. I forgot Aaron Glenn is the defensive coordinator for the Lions. Former Houston Oiler Aaron Glenn. Or Texans Aaron Glenn. Aaron Glenn from right here in Houston. I'll say that. All right, so his defense stepped up there. Incomplete pass. It's 3rd and 10 now. 3rd and 10. 3rd and 10. $1:52 left. $1:52 left. Let's see what the Bears come up with. And then I got to get Sybil Wilkes on. To for what you need to know today. All right, here we go. 3rd and 10. Ball at the 23-yard line of Detroit. Can Andy Dalton convert? Let's see. Drop back to pass. No, interception. INT. Detroit stood up. Got the INT. No, sir. Can't be mad about that. All right, here you go. Here's Sybil Wilkes and what you need to know today.
It's Sybil Wilkes with what you need to know. Today is Thursday. Happy Thanksgiving, everyone. November 25th, 2021. Number 1, Gregory McMichael, Travis McMichael, and William Roddy Bryan Jr., the 3 white men accused of killing African-American man Ahmaud Arbery, have been found guilty of felony murder. All now face a maximum sentence of life in prison without the possibility of parole. Jurors convicted William Roddy Bryan Jr. of felony murder, but acquitted him of the malice murder charge. All 3 men have also been indicted on 3 separate federal hate crime charges. The federal trial is set to take place in February. Number 2, with Thanksgiving right here and distant family members planning to gather, some Americans are dreading the potential the holiday presents for explosive political arguments. According to one poll, about a quarter of respondents anticipate a heated political debate as at least somewhat likely. Experts recommend assigning roles like gladiator and peacekeeper to keep holiday gatherings civil. Number 3, Tuesday, the Biden administration asked a federal court to allow a workplace mandate that would require employees at larger companies to be vaccinated against coronavirus or face weekly testing. The rule, which would take effect January 4th, is the latest effort by the administration to curb the spread of COVID-19 as health experts warn of another winter surge in virus cases and hospitalizations. If allowed to move forward, the OSHA rule would apply to private companies of 100 employees or more, affecting roughly 84 million workers across the U.S. And employees who work from home, alone, or outdoors would be exempt from the rule. Number 4, several celebrities have stepped up to help feed the hungry over the Thanksgiving holiday. Lonnie Love joined a growing list of celebrities working with Project Angel Food's 200 volunteers and staff to deliver 2,000 traditional turkey dinners to critically ill men, women, children, and their caregivers throughout Los Angeles County on Thanksgiving. Volunteers will deliver contactless pickups of meals that include vegetarian options. Number 5, Jennifer Blackman, a 36-year-old Black woman, has been missing since December 22nd, 2020. She was last seen in River Rouge, Michigan. Circumstances around her disappearance are unknown. If you or someone you know has information, please go to the Black and Missing Foundation website to submit a tip or get more contact information. Here's your daily inspiration from Yogi's Jewels. With a good heart and good intentions, you will reap huge dividends. Thank you to our What You Need to Know partners, the Black Alzheimer's Brain Study at the University of North Texas Health Science Center at Fort Worth, and Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated, and the American Heart Association. To subscribe to my free daily newsletter, please visit SybilWilkes.com. Be informed, be empowered.
All right, thank you very much there, Sybil Wilkes. And let me get to some birthdays real quick. Happy birthday to Lamika Martin, 47 today. Guster Booker Jr. celebrating his birthday. Happy birthday, sir. Micah Zayed celebrating his 46. Josh Butler is 25. Happy birthday, young man. Vivian Ayeni is 45. Cassandra Webb with her singing and acting self is 53. Lawrence McMillan is 43. Bateka Mabry is 47. Dalton Lee, one of the baddest musicians out there, is celebrating a birthday with one of my dear friends, Juanita A. Jackson. Nicole Pearl Bowser celebrating with Minister Yolanda C. Thomas, Sharon Jenkins, and Rochelle Johnson. We'll be right back right after this.
Legendary 1140 AM, KYOK Conroe, and 92.3 FM, K222CX Houston.
The views and opinions expressed on all radio shows broadcast on KYOK are entirely those of the host, guests, and callers, who are entirely responsible for all show content and do not in any way reflect the opinions of KYOK Radio, its sponsors, staff, or management.
All right, y'all, back here on the lunch break on the legendary KYOK and the all-new 92.3 FM. We just did the birthdays for friends and family. Let me do the celebrity birthdays. Joe DiMaggio one of the greatest of all time in Major League Baseball, celebrated a birthday today. Of course, he passed away in 1999. Joe Gibb, former Super Bowl winning head coach of Washington, celebrated a birthday today. Chris Carter from Middletown, Ohio, celebrated his birthday today. Chris, Mr. You got to have a fall guy. Chris Carter, happy birthday, man. And then Donovan McNabb, one of my favorite quarterbacks back in the day for the Philadelphia Eagles, is celebrating his birthday today. He was born in Chicago. So happy birthday to everyone celebrating birthdays and anniversaries.
Oh, go shout it. It's your birthday. Ooh, it's your birthday. Go shout it. It's your birthday. Today's your day. Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday, everybody. And again, happy holiday to those celebrating birthdays, to all of our Native American brothers and sisters. I guess I really don't know what today is like for you and your culture and your community. I think I'm going to make it my business to be more mindful of that going forward. But, again, I'm thankful for our Native American brothers and sisters, and, just everything about y'all, man. Just everything about y'all. I just leave it at that. Not trying to sound woke, not trying to sound anything, but just giving honor where honor is due. There's no way you can celebrate today without being mindful of, our Native American brothers and sisters who were here. They weren't lost. America wasn't found. They were here. And, this day has been written in something different than what it actually was. So again, to that community, I say, hey, my sincere thoughts are with you. All right, so right now it is 10-7. Detroit got the ball on that interception, couldn't do anything with it, had punted it away to the Bears, and the Bears are now driving again to try and get some points on the board. 2nd and 12, 33 seconds left. Andy Dalton's got a little mustache action going. Looking like Gardner Minshew's redheaded cousin right now. The little mustache action he got going on. Trying to see if he can't get this in field goal position to give the Bears a larger lead than what they already have, 10-7. Right now, with 33 seconds left in the half, they got the ball on the 35-yard line of the Lions. We'll see what Dalton does with a 2nd and 8. And got a completion over the middle. Still got plenty of time left on the clock. 23, 22. Ball on the 25-yard line of Detroit. They're going to run another play. They're not going to down the ball. They're going to run a play. And no, too high. Andy Dalton threw it too high for his intended receiver. 10 seconds left. Ball on the 25-yard line of Detroit. Yeah, he threw it way too high for the receiver. He never had a chance. Dalton's got to get more accurate with that. They're going to run another play. All right. I thought they'd go ahead and go for the field goal right there because, they are them Bears. We'll see what happens. I just dropped my disc. All right, here we go. 10 seconds left. Bears got the ball. Dalton's dropped back. Pressure. And throws it away. 4 seconds left. Here comes a field goal attempt. Comes a field goal attempt. Matt Nagy thought he could get one more play in, and he could, but with 4 seconds left, ball on the Detroit 25-yard line. We'll see if the Bears can make it 13-7 at the half. Carlos Santos with the attempt. 43-yarder. 43-yarder. Here we go. Good snap. Good hole. It's down, and it is good. Right down the middle. 13-7. The Bears at halftime over the winless Detroit Lions. There you go. There you go. All right. Andy Dalton, 16 for 26, 218 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception, got a passer rating of 85.1. But, man, Jared Goff only has 1 incompletion, 12 for 13, and he's got 135 passer rating? Can't be mad. Can't be mad, but his team is trailing. At the half. All right, got a few people who have texted me to wish me a happy holiday. Happy holiday to you and yours as well. Todd, I see you there. Todd said, happy holiday, fam. Like Keith on a smoked turkey. Man, y'all leave Keith alone. Milo, same to you, brother. Happy holiday. Bobby Gordon, I see you. Happy holiday. Jennifer Ben, happy holiday. Amy Boucher, Castro, Smith, Barney, Johnson, Jones III, happy holiday. Rose Hope, licensed clinical therapist. Rose Hope, professional therapist. I'm going to have her back on the show. We're going to talk about mental health and the holidays between now and Christmas, so I'll have her back on. L-Dub, happy holiday to you, man. The greatest of all time, happy holiday, sir. Shouting you out right now. Big Mike, happy holiday. He won the $50 in the Lunch Break Weekly Keeping Up with the Joneses Pick'em Challenge. He won that from last week. Had 12 right, only 3 wrong. Ferdinand, I see you. Happy holiday, brother. Brother Price, I see you. Happy holiday. K. Mitchum, okay. Happy holiday to you. KN, happy holiday. Keisha Kelly, happy holiday. Appreciate y'all sending in the love. Thank y'all. All right, so again, at halftime, Bears 13, Detroit Lions 7. Next game up will be the Dallas Cowboys and the Raiders. That'll kick off at 3:30 Central, live on CBS. And then the night game will be New Orleans and Buffalo. That'll be at 7:20 on NBC. Likely no Alvin Kamara. And doesn't look like they're going to have the other end of that running back tandem as well. So, man, again, another reason why you go with Taysom Hill as the quarterback, and see if you can't get a win that way. Mark Ingram might be out as well. So we'll see. Man, Buffalo, that is a game that the Bills literally have to have. They have lost the top spot in the AFC East to New England. That's a game Buffalo has to have. So we'll see. We'll see how that one goes as well. Get ready to take a break. When I come back, I talk about Aaron Rodgers. Don't want to, but I got to. In fact, I'm going to ask you a question for those who are listening. I might need to ask it tomorrow when I have, our full complement of listeners and viewers and what have you. But in relationship to Aaron Rodgers, I got to talk about his latest little deal. And I want to ask you a question. If you had a chance, had a decision between 2 people, and one of them was Aaron Rodgers, which would you go with to start your franchise or to rebuild your franchise? We'll do that when we come back on the lunch break. If you're out there, you're listening, you want to tell us how things are going at your get-together, or if you are doing it yourself at home, keeping it small, holler at me, 281-453-1000. That's 281-453-1000. It's the lunch break on the legendary KYOK.
If you have $2,000 or more in credit card debt, then listen up. We can reduce or eliminate your interest rates. Cut your monthly payment up to 50% and stop all late fees. Our company has been helping good people just like you get out of debt for over 30 years. Don't get stressed out. If you have $2,000 or more in credit card debt and medical bills, we can show you a way to reduce all of your bills to one lower monthly payment that you can afford. So again, if you have $2,000 or more in credit card debt and medical bills you can't afford, make this free call today and learn how you can finally get out of debt. Call now for your free consultation. 800-638-7112. 800-638-7112. 800-638-7112. That's 800-638-7112. Sponsored by Credit Card.
The legendary KYOK 1140 AM and 92.3 FM. The legend continues.
Hello, this is Claude Cummings Jr., Vice President of Communication Workers of America District 6. Trey and I are inviting you to listen in to our new political talk show, Power to the People Political Hour.
Hello, this is Trey Daniels from the Daniels Group. Yes, Claude, the show will be hard-hitting and informative, talking about national and local political issues of the day, week, and month. Interviews will be with pastors, community leaders, elected officials, and political operatives. You know, Claude, a part of our responsibility is informing the citizenry and give them power to the people.
That's right, Trey. We're asking that you listen in on 1140 AM, 92.3, or streaming on KYOKradio.org, Thursdays at 10 a.m.
You're having your lunch on the lunch break with KYOK.
All right, y'all, we're back on the lunch break on the legendary KYOK and the all-new 92.3 FM, streaming live, KYOKradio.org. Holiday edition of Throwback Thursday. Of course, no Chris Gardner, Houston Round Ball Review today, but I know he'd have a lot to say about those Rockets and that big win last night. It was a big win. They beat double Bulls, one of the top teams in the East, and the Rockets didn't have one of those mind melts where they let the Bulls go on a big run. They were down by 9 at half, but they blew it open in the third quarter. Talking about the Rockets, and there we go. CJ said, keeping it real small. Everyone must have had a booster. No exceptions. My brother-in-law don't play. All right. That's what's up. I do know families that are requiring everyone at the whatever get-together to have had vaccinations. I know some families are expecting people to be mindful of other folks in the family. So there you go. In fact, here's one. Robin said, hey, AJ, we've opened it up quite a bit, but we all made a conscious effort to get vaccinated and be mindful of our entire family. We're excited to see folks that we haven't seen in almost 2 years. Well, thank you, Robin. I wish you and your family a happy holiday. T says, AJ, still me and my dog, and we are glad to be alive. We're thankful for another year. T, that's a beautiful picture of your dog. I'm a dog lover, so you can't miss me on that. I'm into these reels now. I like the reels on social media, and there's a reel of a dog that's just bobbing his head to a song. I think it's an Eminem song, and the dog is just like, yeah, I like this groove. This is what's up. Hello, you're live on the lunch break. Who's this?
Happy Thanksgiving. Donna Coleman, Holman, El Michelle, Tisha Kelly, and the lunch breakers from Ferdinand.
Look at you, Ferdinand, shouting out to all the old heads. I see you. What's up, brother?
Yeah, man. How's it going this Thanksgiving day, man?
I'm blessed, man. I'm blessed. How about yourself?
Man, can't complain, man. A year of being COVID-free, man, it's just so much to be thankful for, brother AJ. I just can't imagine. When I just think of the goodness of all he's done, man, wow. It's amazing.
Yeah, I'm with you on that, man. I'm with you on that. Yesterday was kind of a heavy day. A couple of days before that was kind of a heavy day. So it's just good to have one where I can, all right. That's what this day is for me, man.
Absolutely. So, man, we got to encourage one another and, man, just uplift. Heavy hearts, heavy burdens, man, just do what we can do. And I would do diligence, my brother. So just wanted to give you a little time in on what my little menu was on today.
Okay, yeah, now look, this is going to be good, y'all. Y'all want to hear this. Come on, Ferdinand. Come on with it.
I really didn't plan on doing much because I got to work, man. I got to work. I worked yesterday, today, and tomorrow. So what I did, I put me like two corner hens on.
Okay.
I smoked those. I smoked a large hen. I did a slab of ribs. I did a turkey leg, and I did some cornbread dressing.
Bro, you know what?
That's what I got. I got standpoint.
Bro, I'm trying to tell you, you got my mouth watering, and I don't even rock with meat like that, and you got my mouth just watering, man.
Yeah, I didn't really do too much, but just that little bit.
Yeah, I hear you. Now, did you find any of that hard to find? I know some people were talking about they were having a hard time finding macaroni, and they were having a hard time finding different ingredients that were easier to find before. How about you? Did you have any trouble finding your stuff?
Well, one thing about me, being a chef, I really never use the same stuff all the time. So I know how to finagle and make do, but it's a lot of products that are not on the shelf. I went in the store a few minutes ago, and there's no styrofoam cups in that particular store. So you're missing a lot of things, for product-wise, but you have to make do. And like I said, if you're a cook, you know how to make it work.
Yeah, you're right about that one right there, Ferdinand. Hey, man, give my love to the whole family, and happy holiday to you, man. I appreciate you.
Right,
I mean it.
Thank you as well, man. Appreciate all you do, man. Keep up the good work. God bless.
God bless you, too. Ferdinand, one of the dudes I'm very thankful for. He was the first caller on this show in 2017, 4 years ago. First caller on this show, and I've nothing but love for him because he's been calling ever since. And then here we are on a holiday. He busts out and calling, too. So thank you. Anybody else want to call in? Numbers wide open, 281-453-1000. 281-453-1000. You know, you can always text me at 832-403-5005. That's 832-403-5005. Dr. Alexia McClurkin-Johnson from the Sports and Wellness Doc has chimed in. She says, Big brother, I love you. Thank you for all of the support from the Lunch Breakers and KYOK. We will see you soon. All right. I got to have her back on the show. I know she ran, I want to say she ran a 5K today, maybe even more than that. It might even been more than that. I got to check and see what she ran today, but she got one in this morning. And then she says, and now I rest. So big shout out to her and my nephews and my brother-in-law. Big shout out to Dr. Alexia McClurkin-Johnson. Thank you for chiming in. Let's see who else we got. Latanya. Hey, Latanya. Tony Sanders. You know, they call her Tony, but her name's Latanya. And she shouted out, happy Thanksgiving to you and your family. May all good things of life be yours. Man, I appreciate that. That's big love right there. Thank you. Happy Thanksgiving to you and yours as well. Who else we got here? I'm just scrolling through, trying to not just get the first one or the last one, but try and get them all. Try and get some of them. Okay, here you go. NT, AJ, I'm listening loud and clear. We're down in the Bay City area. I got you on kyokradio.org, and we love it. All right, well, listen, I appreciate y'all. Hello, you're live on the lunch break. Who's this?
It's Todd.
T-Mac, what's up, bro?
Hey, man, I just came in for one of these sprints. Hey, a little break.
You know what? You ain't getting it in like that. Dr. Alexia McClurkin-Johnson ran like 6 miles today. How many did you get in, Todd?
Hey, your boy getting lean. I'm down 40 pounds.
Are you serious? What are you doing, Todd? Because, you know, what I've been doing has not been working. In fact, I tried to plank the other day. I thought I was going to die. I tried to plank yesterday. I thought I was going to die. I was like, man, wait a minute. My elbows hurt.
Man, I just, my portion control.
Yeah.
Got my portion control. Nothing crazy, just moving more.
Yeah.
Fast food is gone.
Yeah.
Sugar. Really one main meal a day. And then throughout the other stuff, just like I said, smaller portions, man.
Yeah. Yeah, you know what's crazy is I drive by fast food places and I shake my head trying to figure out how I used to eat at spots like that.
Yeah, you know, it's weird. The first month was the hardest, and then once I got through that, all my cravings went away.
Yeah.
Like, I don't even crave it now. But that first month I did, especially like the sugar. months, and then I got back off that and went to regular food again. Then after those couple months, it was already kind of drilled in my mind. I was already programmed smaller portions, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then my stomach just doesn't. I don't need that anymore. I've been eating more, and then I just, the weight started coming off, and so man, it's. I still want to lose about probably 10 more, and then just keep trying to build muscle.
You act like you about to go in there and knock them pallbearer brothers out.
Them who?
Them pallbearer brothers out.
Oh yeah. And I'm not there yet, but there's some stuff I'm trying to get into. I'm trying to get better shape for. Not quite there yet, but no, I wanted to call you real quick, man. I wanted to ask you a question about these college football coaches.
Okay.
Why are these college coaches getting these 10-year contracts? Just like it's nothing now. Like, let me give an example. Mel Tucker, James Franklin, and they about to give Dave Aranda one. I'm like, hold up.
Yeah.
We giving these dudes 10-year contracts off of one good season?
Yeah.
Like, AJ, check this out. I like Mel Tucker. I think Mel Tucker's going to do really good at Michigan State, right?
Yeah.
But dude just went 2-5 last year. James Franklin was trash last year.
Yeah.
And just because someone's sniffing at your back door for your coach, you're out.
I don't have an article in front of me, but there was a guy that had an interesting take. If you look at top flight Division I coaching candidates, it's a thin field, bro. It's a thin field. And then when you look at what some schools are paying up front, remember they gave Jimbo Fisher $10.75 or $10.95 day one.
Yeah, $10.75.
$10.75 day one. So some schools feel like they're justified in doing it because their replacement pool is smaller and you've got precedents out there on these 10-year deals. All right, we had this guy for a year. We see he's really turned the program around. Now let's give him the $10.95 or the $10.75 or whatever the case may be. But, bruh, when one gets it, that opens the door for everyone else to get them.
So let me give an example. Let's say Tom Herman would have had his Sugar Bowl year this year.
Yep.
He would have got one.
Yep.
Right? If he would have came off of beating Georgia instead of 2018 and it was 2021.
Yep.
He would have got, because he was right. He was right in line of what. And if I look at it, and to me, if I was an AD or school president, man, that's a high risk contract to give somebody, AJ, off of one season.
I agree, and what I don't know is how much of that is guaranteed, and then what the buyout is if the coach decides to leave versus if they're terminated. And watch this. This is a new thing, and I'm kind of looking into it for another coach. There are insurances for those salaries. So you literally can have some of that covered by an insurance or by another source of revenue stream, like booster clubs, like alumni, that kind of stuff. So it doesn't have a direct impact on the school or the athletic department's bottom line. So yeah, bro, it's not as risky as it sounds when you look at it that way.
I'm trying to wrap my head around it. Like, did you ever think, we talk about black coaches not getting fair opportunities, right? Did you ever think you'd see a black college coach get a 10-year, $95 million deal?
No, I didn't. And in fact, that was one of the ones that got held out when Jimbo Fisher got his big deal coming into A&M. Like, okay, you ain't seen this guy win a game yet in Aggie colors, but you're going to give him that money. Whereas Kevin Sumlin came in and you made him prove it. You made him prove it. But like you said, Mel Tucker's got one. James Franklin's got one. But, here's what I don't like, and I'm not directing this at you. Folks will say that, me saying that is overblown or an overreaction or me, making a big deal out of nothing. And then they'll call out two names, Mel Tucker and James Franklin. or in the NFL, they'll call out Marvin Lewis. That's 3 names out of how many?
Yeah, I mean.
And that's what I'm saying. Folks just think that because there's one, that means everything is fine. I've always said this, Todd. You know me for a long time. I've always said this. Just make it even and balanced for everybody. Just apply the same process, rules, meritocracy, whatever it is, just apply it regardless of who it is. Give them that same, and once we get there, I'm good. You ain't gonna hear my mouth about nothing but sports.
So,
and my grandchildren.
I want to do some more research into these contracts and make sure it's not like smoke and mirrors, right?
Because let me tell you, for instance, the one up in Michigan State, there is a huge booster that's putting up a lot of that money. That's not going to go against the bottom line of the university.
So I want to see if that contract is essentially like 10 one-year deals of $9.5 million, right? Where, like, once you get past a couple of years, if they decide to let him go, is Mel Tucker really working off 10 one-year deal contracts? Does that make sense?
Yep,
so like,
it absolutely does. It absolutely does.
So let's say, so then you start looking at it, you're like, oh, well, it's really, sometimes you sit after this contract, they get this deal, then you start diving into the money of it, you're like, oh, it's really not that risky. I mean, all this stuff is loaded in incentives, and, he's got to hit this mark, and so I want to see on that contract, and the Franklin one too, is, you're right, I don't see any. Now, the Jimbo Fisher one, I think that was AJ with 10 years, $75 million. I think all that was guaranteed because they were so desperate to get a coach. But I want to look at these other ones to see if that thing goes south, and Mel Tucker doesn't leave or step down, or frankly, whoever gets one of these 10-year deals, let's say Luke Fickell. I saw the other day, AJ, Hugh Freeze got $4 million a year at what's that college he's at? Liberty?
Yeah.
I didn't know Liberty was paying like that.
Yeah, well, there's I'm trying to be nice. There's evangelical money behind that university.
Bruh, I was like, Hugh Freeze getting $4 million?
Yeah, so you ain't got but a couple of fish and some bread, but it multiplies miraculously over there at Liberty.
Yeah, no, I want to see what that is, to see if it's like, okay, the first 2 years are guaranteed, but after that, if he opts in for the later ones.
But Todd, to your point, my point, after the first one, I think, like you said, Jimbo Fisher's, I think his was guaranteed money, what have you. But other schools, when they see that, they got money people too, who say, okay, let's figure out how we can do that with the least amount of exposure. When I was a CFO, my question was always, what's our exposure? At the end of the day, what's this going to cost us? And if the numbers weren't right, guess what I tell them? Go put your pen to that one again. Go sharpen your pencil on that one again. And they would come back with legal loopholes on ways to get stuff done. Notice I said legal. Same thing with this. If there's other ways where they can divert some of that money, if there's other ways where they can front load some of it, and then your buyout or your exposure on the back end is lower. There's so many different ways. Signing bonuses, that kind of stuff, man. There's all kinds of ways to get it in there and have it average out to be, what they say it is.
I think what these schools are realizing, you touched on this earlier, there is not a hotbed of great coaches out there in college football.
So when I read the article, I agreed with it, but I also said, see, that's laziness right there. That's athletic directors and school presidents and boards and regents and all that are looking for names, because again, some school bases, you got to make a big splash with a hot name, as opposed to maybe he's a no name, but look at his track record, look at his history. Now they got to do some legwork, and many of those programs don't want to run that risk, so they're looking for the big names, and if they got one, they don't want to lose them.
Yeah, when I really started looking at it, like the LSU job, that's still open. And I started looking at the people that they may get, and like who is really out there that's a big name for LSU?
Well,
if Lincoln Riley doesn't go, right, and Jimbo Fisher doesn't leave, and Dabo doesn't come, I mean, who are you really going after at LSU? And Dave Aranda just said today he's staying at Baylor. What's really out there?
Can I give you the name that's starting to rise up that ladder? And I know it's because of who's making the phone calls on his behalf. Bill O'Brien.
Oh my goodness.
I know. I know. And watch this. And Bill O'Brien, from what we've seen here in Houston, is the kind of guy that's going to come in and say, "Nah, I don't do try-it deals. Either you want me at 10 years, 75 or whatever, or you don't want me." And he's going to want full power and full control, and he's going to want a long-term deal so he can turn the program around.
Man, if that happens, they'll look back and wish they still had Edo. I don't see Bill O'Brien as. I know he was at Penn State, so he's got some college experience. But he wasn't killing it at Penn State.
Bruh, but let me tell you, the way that they are spinning the Penn State deal, it's like he got resurrected. It's like he walked on water. It's like he fed thousands with, like I said, a snack. I mean, they are literally making it sound like he resurrected the Penn State program from the death. I'm sorry. Did they cancel any of the games between Joe Paterno and Bill O'Brien? They didn't cancel any of the games. They didn't get suspended for a season. They were still playing. Yeah, they allowed their signees to transfer if they wanted to, but they fielded a team if I remember correctly. Now I don't remember them going 11-1 or 12-0.
No.
But the way they're writing that up, it's like, man, Bill O'Brien is the guy to turn around your program because look at what he did at Penn State.
I just don't get it, man. It's like when they Texas got rid of Tom Herman. I kept thinking, like, man, who are you really gonna get? You know what I mean? And then, when I got Steve Sarkisian, and I was like, man, I'm feeling this is just another guy. You know?
Yeah. But again, it's like that when you got Nick Saban making phone calls for you, man. People are going to answer that phone. That's almost like the bat phone. Hold on, bro. I got to take this call. Oh, hey, Nick, you want me to do what? Hire Bill O'Brien? They're not sending him the link for the application. They sending him a ticket so he can fly in and they can let him look around and see if he wants it.
So so here's the thing. I saw Texas Tech hired Joey McGuire, right? Long-time high school coach in Texas, from Texas, was an assistant at Baylor for several years. But it seems like you don't see a lot of programs go that route. You know what I mean? They all want to go after the guy that has, the current head coaching job. I'm curious how the Texas Tech thing is going to work. How it's going to work with hiring a guy with no college head coaching experience, right? He's got high school, right? He's been a head coach, but he's never ran a college program. I wonder how risky that is, or the potential risk. But I would have liked that better. I've always felt like the University of Texas, a guy that's probably doesn't have to be the case, but a guy that's from here, right?
Yeah.
He's going to have a better chance of connecting better here. Like if someone said, and I know who Joey McGuire is very well because he coached up here in Cedar Hill in the Dallas area, Ryan, right? If someone said, hey, you can have Joey McGuire, you can have Steve Sarkisian, I would have said, I'll take Joey McGuire. I don't know, man. There's something, I know Texas fans keep saying you got to be patient, but it just don't feel like Sark fits here. Does that make sense?
Yeah, no, it does. It does. It does.
It doesn't seem like he really understands. Like he seems uncomfortable in the burnt orange. Like he doesn't really understand the tradition or the culture here, or the tradition. It's like he seems like a fish out of water.
Mm-hmm.
and a guy like a Jeff Traylor, another one I really like at UT San Antonio. Jeff Traylor and Joy McGuire are the same guy, AJ.
Yeah, I believe that.
Texas, coached in high school for years. Jeff Traylor coached East Texas for years at Gilmer. And Joy McGuire, same thing as Cedar Hill. And I think that may be another path some of these schools should look at. But going back to LSU, I don't know what they do. Because once you get past all those guys, you're going to have to start doing, you're going after Billy Napier, you know?
Yeah, his is a hot name for that LSU job as well.
But you know, they get down the list if they get to him.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
I mean, how many guys do you think told them no if they get to Billy Napier and that's?
Well, let me tell you why Billy Napier's name is up there is because he's put, Louisiana Lafayette, he's put them on the map. I mean, they've been top 25 and with that last season and this. So, and he can recruit Louisiana, which there's some value to that, or that's important to them at LSU. So while it might seem like a step down or like they had to go through multiple people to get to him at LSU, not so much. I would say that if they were trying to get him at USC, or if they were trying to get him at, in a whole nother region, but an LSU, being able to recruit LSU, being able to recruit Texas, being able to recruit Florida, California, that moves him up the rank. He knows just exactly what you're saying about Sarkisian, like he doesn't fit.
Yeah.
Napier does at LSU.
Yeah, and that makes a lot of sense, right? That hire would make more sense to me. Like the Texas hire reminds me of when Arkansas fired Brett Bielema, right?
Right.
Then they hired Chad Morris.
Right.
And then, man, early in year 2, they're like, "No, we're done with this."
Yeah.
And my gut tells me, AJ. My gut tells me, and I'm normally pretty accurate when I talk about Texas. I think Steve Sarkisian is going to end like that. It's going to end like Chad Morris.
I hope it doesn't for him. Let me just say this. Texas is one of those schools that wants to make a big splash. And they felt like they did that with Tom Herman. They felt like they did it with Charlie Strong. I'll never forget what Bob Greasy, who, ain't one of my favorites, but he said something to his son. He said, "Don't be the guy to replace a legend." And remember, his son replaced Elway.
Yep.
And guess what? They always compared him to the legend. Charlie Strong coming behind Mac Brown, Tom Herman coming behind Charlie Strong, who was coming behind Mac Brown, Steve Sarkisian now coming behind Tom Herman, who came behind Charlie Strong, who came behind Mac Brown. You might be at a place now where if you can get a guy to recruit Texas, recruit California, recruit Florida, even recruit some in the Midwest, get some stronghold in every recruit that you get out of Ohio that Ohio State doesn't get is of benefit to you. And Willie told me to tell you your guy got in and played a little bit last weekend. So that quarterback. But anyway, get a guy in there that can strategically but efficiently get skilled players and top flight players on the field as opposed to on the field against your team, and you got something. But that's not always going to come in a big name or in a splashy name or in something like that. Like you said, you got some high school football coaches in the state that have been abundantly successful. Why are not more of the A&Ms and the U of H's and the UTs looking at the head coach at Katy, or looking at the head coach at Westlake, or looking at the head coach at Lake Travis, Cibolo Steel, or some of these other areas, because they feel like something you said earlier, running a high school program is nothing like running a college program. I got news for you, man. There's some guys out there that just flat out know how to coach.
I can tell you this: if Sarkisian doesn't work out for whatever reason, I think Jeff Traylor would be the next one to look at it. Of them, that would be a different pivot for them. Because it wouldn't be a splash hire, but it would be a guy that knows the state. That dude coach Jeff Traylor been coaching high school football for 20 years. He knows those coaches, and so man, going back to the Sark thing, the reason I say that, and I'm not the half glass empty guy. I've just never seen a coach. You tell me if I'm wrong. Have you ever seen a coach lose 7 straight college games, right? And then at some point in the future, drastically turn it around?
Yeah, no, I can't. I can't put my finger on none of what's going on over there in Austin. I can't.
AJ,
none of it.
And AJ, they're getting worse week to week. How does that happen? Like, let's put losing aside, right?
Right.
And let's say the majority of losses came in at the beginning of the year where they're like 0-5 or something, right?
Yep.
They started winning some games. Like, okay, they picking up some steam, new systems. AJ, when I'm going to these games, and I'll be there tomorrow, AJ, they're getting worse week to week.
I agree. I see it.
So when I see that, and we're at the end of the season, I'm like, either the players don't trust the coaches don't trust the players, they don't trust each other. And then I try to sit back and say, well, okay, why would you year 2 be better?
Yeah.
You're not going to be able to overhaul the roster that quick. And one thing I don't like the expression a lot of people use is like, and tell me what this even means. It drives me crazy when they say, well, so-and-so coach, he just needs his guys.
Right. I knew you were going there.
Right.
Guys that he recruited, guys that he sat down with and said, I want you to come play for me. And they said yes. So they feel like there's some commitment to from that player that's going to be stronger than somebody who's mad that they came to play for Tom Herman and now Herman's gone. And instead of them being an immediate starter like they were under Tom Herman, they're on special teams now under Sarkisian, and they ain't hustling as hard. And now they done told somebody else how bad they feel like they've been treated. Now they feel like an ally to that person. So now you got a group of players that have literally turned it down instead of turned it up because they didn't make a commitment to this guy anyway. So I think it's a real thing. I don't like the saying, well, he just needs to get his guys in there, because they're, one of the few things I agree with Urban Meyer on. Anybody wearing Texas on the front of the jersey is your guy. So you got to find a way to reach them.
Yeah, look like this. Under that premise, right, Dave Aranda has found a way to win with Matt Rule's guys.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
Because on Baylor's defense, they got 10 seniors.
Yeah.
Or they got 10 starters that came back. 8 are seniors.
Yeah.
Well, that means they had 2 years under Matt Rule.
Right.
So they didn't quit for Dave Aranda. Right. But Dave Aranda found some way to continue to coach these guys to get them to play that came to Baylor, not because of Dave Aranda. Right.
And that's where you hear the expression bought into the system. Those young men bought into what Dave Aranda was saying, what he was doing, how he was coaching. I think one of the big things that he did that you'd be surprised at how much of an impact that would have was letting the starter that he had the year he took over, let him know he was not going to be the starter heading into the next season, and allowed him to get in the transfer portal and move on. And it's almost like that move right there showed the guys that this guy was serious about winning, and they bought in, man. They bought in. Because again, we always say there must be something we don't see at practice. There's a lot that those players see that they don't agree with. Like, man, this cat is out playing him, but you keep running him out there as a starter. We're doing our job. We get a ball back to him, and 3 and out. Here we are back out there. This guy has shown them he's willing to do whatever he has to do to make Baylor a winner, and guess what? It's paying off.
It is. I mean, that's so is it possible, you could see a guy like Sarkisian turn around in year 2? I don't see it.
He's got a lot of work to do. I mean, he's got a lot of psyche and and fence building and relationship building. He's got a lot of work to do. And again, if he gets it done, this is a mute conversation. If he doesn't, I don't know where y'all are going to look. There's another name that keeps popping up as well, and I don't know what Oregon's going to do or if they haven't already done something, and that's Cristobal. His name has been attached to all the big job openings as well. But if I'm Oregon, I'm paying him, big money to stay right there.
Oh yeah, I mean, they could easily do that. Give him. But that just seems like where it's going. I'm trying to think of another sport where it kind of became the trend of these massive contracts. I don't know if NBA is a good example or.
Now, see, the NBA to me, NFL, pro sports is different because you expect them to have billions of dollars to be able to to do what they got to do, pay whatever they got to pay. Like the Raiders paying 10-year, $100 million to Chucky. That seemed kind of strange, but they got tons of money. Colleges being able to do that though is a little different because you've got non-revenue generating sports that have to be covered out of that athletic budget. And I know several schools separate the football from the budget, but guess what? At the end of the day, it's still all under the college umbrella.
Yeah, no, I just never thought I'd see it. Where in some of these guys that are getting these huge deals, like the James Franklin one kind of puzzled me because last year wasn't that good. This year's not been great. So here's the thing I'm saying. Why not let him walk? I mean, are you that worried you can't replace that? When I say that, I'm talking about James Franklin, is that you feel like you have to reach on the 10-year deal. Like if this was, somebody else, I get it, but I don't know. I'm just at a loss where you feel like, hey, we got to go do this.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I like James Franklin, and I also know he's got a real good recruiting class coming back next season. So maybe
he was close to getting that Texas job when Charlie got it. It was down between him and Charlie.
Yeah.
He was real close to getting that job.
Yeah.
And no, don't get me wrong. I think James Franklin, all these guys we're talking about, don't get me wrong, are good coaches, right?
Yeah, no. I know you appreciate their work.
Yeah, and I don't know. Like I said, let's have this conversation another day once we know more about the real money, the contract.
Let's both look into that, Todd. Let's look into the details of those two contracts and see what we can find. I'm going to try and dig into Jimbo Fisher's as well because I'm interested in that one as well. And then I'm going to be interested if Bill O'Brien gets that LSU job to see what kind of money they throw at him for that. Man, Luke Fickell, that USC job is his if he wants it. It's his if he wants it. And the question is, does he want it? And I like the fact that he is focusing on Cincinnati right now. I don't even want to talk USC while we got a chance to be the first, non Power 5 school to be in the college football playoffs. So I got a lot of respect for him for doing it that way.
Check this out, and I'll let you go. If Luke Fickell stays at Cincy, right, and then he's going to be in the Big 12 pretty soon.
Right.
I think not next year, but
I think they're 2 years away from Big 12.
Yeah. Man, he got a nice little path to the college playoffs. If they could dominate the Big 12 in football.
If they go to the Big 12 and dominate that, and UT be gone. Boy, I'll be looking for ways to talk bad about y'all. Let me go, man. Let me go. I'll talk to you later, Todd. Tell Amber and the kids I said happy holiday, bro.
All right, you too.
All right, man. Good dude, man. I love Todd. I mean that for real. Let me take a quick break. We'll wrap it up right after this on the lunch break.
Hey, what's up, everybody? It's AJ Jones with the lunch break on the legendary KYOK AM 1140 at 92.3 FM. It's that time of year when we are reminded of all the things we should be thankful for and that it's more blessed to give than to receive. So with that in mind, on Wednesdays from now through Christmas, we'll give you a chance to win a gift certificate from Butterball. That's right, you can win a gift certificate for a Butterball turkey on Wednesdays on the lunch break between 12 and 2. Just be the right caller, and your Butterball turkey will be on us at the legendary KYOK AM 1140 at 92.3. It's the lunch break on KYOK.
All right, y'all. We got to get ready to go right here on the lunch break on the legendary KYOK and the all-new 92.3 FM. I hope everybody is having a blessed holiday out there. Thank you for the handful of y'all that tuned in to me on social media. I know we got folks listening online. I know we got folks listening on AM 1140, 92.3 FM, and streaming live on KYOKradio.org. So I really do appreciate you. The Bears are still up 13-7. 5 minutes and 7 seconds left in the third. Detroit just completed a nice little pass. Jared Goff, 14 for 16, 96 yards, a touchdown, no interception. And they just threw a unnecessary something roughing. See what they got going on. Jared Goff just completed a pass over the middle. Nice catch by the receiver. And then on the tackle in the melee, somebody didn't like it. And they threw flags. So again, Cowboys and the Raiders in the next game at 3:30. The New Orleans Saints and Buffalo tonight at 7:20. Texans will host the Jets Sunday at noon. And again, the Rockets will be back in action on Saturday. When Charlotte comes to town. So Donnie McClurkin up next with the Donnie McClurkin Show. He'll give you the best in gospel music, the latest in the gospel music industry. Donnie does his thing every Monday through Friday from 2 to 3. And then, of course, at the top of the hour tomorrow will be Sybil Wilkes and Griff. Will not be Sybil Wilkes, will be Erica Campbell and Griff. Get Up Mornings, and then I'll be back with Freestyle Friday. So, as always, let's not be divided. Let's be united. I truly do love you. There's nothing you can do about it, but I want you to be thankful for what you have been blessed with, what you have, for what's not happening to you, for, the people in your life. Let's just be thankful, okay? All right, here's Sybil Wilkes. We'll talk to you later.
It's Sybil Wilkes with what you need to know. Today is Thursday. Happy Thanksgiving, everyone. November 25th, 2021. Number 1, Gregory McMichael, Travis McMichael, and William Roddy Bryan Jr., the 3 white men accused of killing African-American man Ahmaud Arbery, have been found guilty of felony murder. All now face a maximum sentence of life in prison without the possibility of parole. Jurors convicted William Roddy Bryan Jr. of felony murder, but acquitted him of the malice murder charge. All 3 men have also been indicted on 3 separate federal hate crime charges. The federal trial is set to take place in February. Number 2, with Thanksgiving right here and distant family members planning to gather, some Americans are dreading the potential the holiday presents for explosive political arguments. According to one poll, about a quarter of respondents anticipate a heated political debate as at least somewhat likely. Experts recommend assigning roles like gladiator and peacekeeper to keep holiday gatherings civil. Number 3, Tuesday, the Biden administration asked a federal court to allow a workplace mandate that would require employees at larger companies to be vaccinated against coronavirus or face weekly testing. The rule, which would take effect January 4th, is the latest effort by the administration to curb the spread of COVID-19 as health experts warn of another winter surge in virus cases and hospitalizations. If allowed to move forward, the OSHA rule would apply to private companies of 100 employees or more, affecting roughly 84 million workers across the U.S. And employees who work from home, alone, or outdoors would be exempt from the rule. Number 4, several celebrities have stepped up to help feed the hungry over the Thanksgiving holiday. Lonnie Love joined a growing list of celebrities working with Project Angel Foods' 200 volunteers and staff to deliver 2,000 traditional turkey dinners to critically ill men, women, children, and their caregivers throughout Los Angeles County on Thanksgiving. Volunteers will deliver contactless pickups of meals that include vegetarian options. Number 5, Jennifer Blackman, a 36-year-old Black woman, has been missing since December 22nd, 2020. She was last seen in River Rouge, Michigan. Circumstances around her disappearance are unknown. If you or someone you know has information, please go to the Black and Missing Foundation website to submit a tip or get more contact information. Here's your daily inspiration from Yogi's Jewels. With a good heart and good intentions, you will reap huge dividends. Thank you to our What You Need to Know partners, the Black Alzheimer's Brain Study at the University of North Texas Health Science Center at Fort Worth, and Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated, and the American Heart Association. To subscribe to my free daily newsletter, please visit SybilWilkes.com. Be informed, be empowered.
All right, y'all. Y'all have a blessed holiday. We'll talk to you tomorrow. Y'all take care now.